What's up, everyone? Welcome to part 2 of our special Dog Days of the Summer Left Coast Leaf podcast. Part 1, we talked about the Spezza signing. Enjoyed a nice beer, a little bit fruity, but not bad.
Yeah, it was good. A little dry for my taste.
That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I would drink it if somebody held my nose and poured it down my throat.
You're a hot tub guy now, though.
I got a hot tub. It's been fun. I'm a good hot tub guy. I like it. So, playing tennis, I play a very vigorous sport at my advanced age. I need the therapy.
Parties at your place now for the hot tub?
Always bring your own shorts. So, we talked about Spezza. Now we're going to talk about the other transaction from July 1st, and that was trading Nikita Zaitsev basically for Cody Ceci.
And Connor Brown.
And yeah, Brownie, wow. Man. I keep forgetting he's not on the team anymore. That kind of sucks for me.
That's so hurtful of you.
I know, because I was a Twitter Brown defender, wasn't I?
I was a big Brown guy.
Yeah.
He's a type of guy you win with, or you need to win with. But
yeah.
We won't,
apparently, we're gonna win with Nick Patan instead. So, because Marner wants all the money. Oh wait, we can't talk about him. God damn it, he's off the docket until he signs.
So, what's your question around Ceci?
Well, okay. The question, I guess, would you be concerned if our blue line does not change and he's in our top 4 somehow? Is that a concern for you?
I think
minus Hainsey, Zaitsev.
I think no matter what, though, he's gonna be in our top 4 because Babs is gonna play him in the top 4,
and because he shoots right.
Yes,
and we need that.
The problem is that he's gonna play above Travis Dermott though now in the lineup. And yes. I'd like to see Dermott play in our top 4.
Yeah, that's true. So we have a loss of probably Gardner, definitely Zaitsev, Hainsey, a gain of Barry Ceci.
Do you think
and others?
Do you think Dubas would have went to Babcock and said, "I'm going to trade for Ceci here, but you can't play him ahead of Dermott in the lineup"?
I don't think they have that kind of relationship. If you have that relationship with your coach, you got to just gas him.
That's true.
Yeah,
the coach has to make.
He's holding on to hope.
The only decision the coach makes is the lineup choices based off of the 23 players that are on the roster.
That's right.
GM makes the call and everything else.
Exactly. So if he doesn't want him, he takes him away.
And I say that with obviously they work together, but at the end of the day, players are chosen by the GM.
Yeah, and there is a definite philosophical difference between these two guys.
I was
thinking about falafels.
Falafels.
But I put out a tweet, and I said about a couple weeks ago, July 4th actually, I said Cody Ceci advanced to Game 7 overtime of the conference final 3 years ago. That's the advanced stat I'm looking at. And I was just dicking around, kind of just like taking a shot at everyone just dirting his analytics and shit like that, and it blew up. But it infiltrated Ottawa Senators Twitter, man, and he did not leave there on very good terms from the fans' perspective.
Not hatred.
They do not like him. I think they disliked him and were more convinced that he had no use on that team more than we did with Zaitsev.
Remember, just a few years ago, he was in trade talks straight up for a guy like Jonathan Drouin and untouchable.
Is that a product of just a seriously disgruntled fan base that's losing, and is it one of those situations where you really have to take a player's analytics with a grain of salt based on everything situational, game score, partners, team?
Ottawa literally went from the Eastern Conference Finals to 6 months later of being in last place.
And based on some of the replies, I think they all think it was his fault.
Was there a lot of hatred in the tweets?
Oh yeah. Ceci is the second worst player I've ever seen suit up for the Sens. The first was Jared Cowan, this guy says, and that was because of injuries. Ceci is a scarecrow of hockey. He'd be great if he only had a brain.
Wow.
Whew. Mean tweets by Trevor and Sean. Hey?
Very mean tweets.
So what did you think of Myrtle's defensive combo, where he actually suggested today that it could be in his mind, a Muzzin-Berry pairing and a Riley Ceci pairing would be better because you got out your 2 advanced puck movers.
It makes sense.
It made sense.
And with the piece that came out a few days ago, it was more or less around like Tyson Barrie being like first line PP. That's what stood out for me. I think the whole thing with Ceci, I'd like to see Dermott play with Riley. I don't think we will. I think Babs is going to use Ceci like Ron Hainsey, and it'll be like a Hainsey effect.
Yeah.
Where I think if Ceci can just hold his own and play well defensive hockey and let Riley do his thing, like he could be okay.
Yeah. Isn't it funny though how we just sometimes can hate our own players so much.
Yeah.
Like they think they're happy to get Zaitsev and
or put them on a pedestal, like put them up really high.
Yeah, put them on an unworthy pedestal or just tear them down because I wish I maybe watched CC play more often. You know, I mean, I'm sure he was.
Did you say you wish you watched more Ottawa Senators games?
But I mean, I kind of want to know where I on him, but I don't. I just won't until the puck drops. And apparently, when the puck drops, that's when it goes to shit, according to Ottawa Senators.
Well, we really won't
Twitter.
know anything until the actual puck drops in October.
You know what? I guess the whole thing is we only have it for a year, where we had Zaitsev for 5 more, and I guess that's a win.
It's a great
There's
trade.
a lot of money coming off the books next year.
Losing Connor Brown hurts, but it was necessary.
Yeah. So I have faith. I mean, it was one of those deals. Like I'm not gonna say that Dubas went out and made it because he had a real affection for Ceci. It was a contract transaction.
Yeah.
For a couple of guys who kind of welcome where they were playing, and I think that we have a forward group that, depending on our style of play, can help make our D look good. Mm-hmm. That hasn't been how we've played, but maybe we'll do more of a puck support system with this group of players.
I think the with that trade is Ottawa getting Connor Brown. Like it's a good hockey player.
Is that kind of like, to them, is that our Kerfoot in the Barrie deal, but not quite as good a player? Like, they're happy that they got that piece as a part of it.
I could see Connor Brown scoring 20 goals for that team next year.
I think he'll score 20 goals in his career again once.
His career.
But he will. Like,
yeah.
Like I don't know where the fuck his hands went. Like, honestly, that's one of the most crazy things. Like, puck was just literally jumping off his stick when he was skating down the ice with it, and then he was dumping it in from the hash marks and chasing it into the corner. Like, he was only 9-foot dump ins and chasing it.
It's almost like he was hammered down to play a certain style of hockey and not worry about his goal scoring.
Yeah. Did you listen earlier this week, before we wrap things up here? Did you listen to the Joffrey Lupul interview?
Oh, I did.
You did?
I listened to his.
He did. He complimented Babs.
Not really.
Well, he said he's one of the most best prepared coaches he played for.
But he also said that he doesn't take one for the team.
He wouldn't take one for the team, which we kind of have seen.
Yes.
Right, and that's true. But he didn't give him a complete teardown.
I thought that Lupul interview was fantastic, where like everyone was saying how Lupul still wanted to play hockey. He clearly doesn't want to play hockey.
He is so happy right now.
He's living the dream on a beach in LA, going surfing, going sporting. He's like, he can't play that much golf anymore. He plays 2 times a week. Like,
yeah.
And the guy's pumped because the Leafs gave him $30 million. Like, he kept getting paid.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's ridiculously handsome to boot, which does not hurt.
He said too, like, as a guy, as a player, as soon as you're you play scared, you know it's over. And he had that feeling. Like, no doubt though, like a guy that's had a surgery on his back like that can be debating for the rest of your life. But unreal interview though. Yeah. My favorite part though was him eating magic mushrooms and getting hit in the face with the volleyball by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Actually, I shut off the interview after he talked about Babcock. That's all I wanted to hear.
I was at the gym working out, listening to it. I actually had to stop because I was laughing so hard. So he has a big house party and a bunch of celebs come over, and Leonardo DiCaprio is one of them. And he's all high on mushrooms because he's eaten them earlier, and they want to play this volleyball match of like pro athletes versus celebs.
Oh no, really?
And so DiCaprio spikes it. It hits Lupul right in the face because he can't function at all. And they start like DiCaprio's like, what's going on with this guy? Like, messed up, can't move around. Lupul said his girlfriend was like chirping him, being like, "What are you doing? Like, get in the game."
I'll have to hit play on it and finish it off. All right. So just for the record, I'm not a Spitting Chicklets regular. I just wanted to hear the Lupul interview because I heard he had talked about Babcock. I'm not on the Spitting Chicklets train yet.
Gotta get on that.
Maybe. All right. So that is it. Our next podcast may be an outdoor brewery portable pod, location
in the
pod,
hot tub?
or a hot tub pod.
I don't know if I want to do a hot tub pod.
That'd be great. That'd be sweet, man. It will be, full HD video.
Oh my god.
We better get jacked. Maybe we'll wait till Christmas for that one.
Yeah.
Get in the gym for a few months. All right. Go Leafs, go.